All good.
Let's get started. Vincent, you in yet?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you see me?
Yes, you made it. Woo! All right, let's get started. What I'm going to do is introduce the panelists, and then I'm going to announce who the talent is going to be, how the event is going to unfold. First, I want to give a quick history about Uplifting Minds 2. It began in 1999 as a way to get young people to do something positive. It was a hit from day one, so we expanded it to other states. We were in Houston, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Baltimore. And since I went back to college, we minimized that to Baltimore and Los Angeles. You guys have received my email, all the wonderful stories of artists who have participated in Uplifting Minds, making it because of that participation. So you just never know what's going to happen. I am recording the conference, and what I usually do is put some clips together as far as the coverage, but you just never know. So I want to start with our panelists. First is Lee Bailey. Lee Bailey has been a panelist supporting Uplifting Minds since 2001 when we first came to Los Angeles. He is a pioneering radio jock they call The Voice while he was in the Air Force. Upon his honorable discharge, he went on to become one of the first, if not the first, syndicated Black radio host. His Radioscope show aired in over 30 stations, maybe more. He then went on and became the first, if not one of the first, if not the first, digital magazine publishers with EURweb.com, which covers the Black entertainment news. But to be honest, he covers all types of news. That's Lee Bailey. He's interviewed all the heavy hitters. They all know him. Okay. So the next one is Melody Trice. She was a panelist last year. She did such a great job motivating people. She is a television host of the Melody Trice Show, which receives an average of 2 million viewers a week. She is also a model, actress, producer, motivational speaker, and she's the owner of Unlimited Access. It's a retail online store. Her achievements were so magnificent, landed her on the Steve Harvey Show and the Dish Network. Also, we have Paul Gardner. Consul Paul Gardner is the founder and general manager of the Gardner Law Group. He received his JD from Howard University. Through his law firm, he has worked with a long list of entertainment industry icons such as Outkast, Busy Bones of Bone Thugs and Harmony, Maya, Beyonce's lead guitarist BB, and comedian Tommy Davis. We also have Kira. Kira Mosley is a former model actress who started managing her son Anthony Michael's acting and modeling career at the age of 4. In a short time, she landed him roles in DreamWorks, PBS, Sprout, and Comcast Xfinity Network projects. He garnered 7 awards for his acting. At the age of 9, he was invited to attend the Emmy Awards with the director of the PBS project, which received a nomination. At 11, she assisted him in forming his own film production company, Imagination Lunchbox, where he starred in, wrote, produced, and directed short films that garnered him over 20 awards. Next is Dee Baldwin. Dee Baldwin is the head of Underground Hits Production. He has 20 years in the music business, working with such artists as Adina Howard, while she was at Atlanta Records, Shorty the Prince from BET's 106 and Park, Track Boys Production, Mark Williams, and producer Jay White. His company, Underground Hits, is currently representing Baba Wallace, the only Black NASCAR driver, rapper Golden Doll, and R&B singer Eli, who he will be presenting in the talent showcase. Robert, you're here? Robert Watson? Robert's not
Yes,
here.
I'm here. Yes,
Oh,
I'm here.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Robert Watson has a career in the music business and he spent most of it at Columbia Records as the West Coast representative for R&B, jazz, dance, and hip hop music. He has worked with LL Cool J, Mariah Carey, Grover Washington, and Kirk Whalum. He also helped to launch the careers of Nas, Criss Cross, Redman, and Cypress Hill. We also have Anthony Michael Hobbs, a multi-award-winning prodigy actor and filmmaker. Anthony acquired roles playing young Frederick Douglass in the PBS miniseries The Abolitionist, which received the Emmy Award nomination. In fact, Anthony accompanied the director of the mini-doc to the Emmys when he was only 7 years old. He went on to acquire roles in DreamWorks, Comcast, Sprout network projects. At the age of 9, he formed the Imagination Lunchbox LLC, a film production company where he has produced 3 projects. Combined, they have received over 20 awards. At the age of 11, he launched Imagination Lunchbox International Children's Film Fest, screening and awarding short films made by kids from all around the world. At 14, he partnered with the UB Blake Center in Baltimore to host filmmaking workshops for youth, where he walks the attendees through the process of making a short film. Lene, are you here? Lene, are you here? Nope. Okay, so we're missing Lene and Lucas. So those of our panelists so far.
Are you saying Lene or Lena?
I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Okay, I'm here.
I'm glad you spoke up. That is me. I'm so dyslexic.
Oh, that's okay. I was like, maybe it's somebody else. I'm here.
Thank you for speaking out. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, how do you pronounce it again?
Lena.
Lena? Okay.
Lena, yes.
Lena Jenkins Smith is the CEO of Young Millennium Records, which currently has a roster of 3 artists: her son, rapper Cyrus, R&B singer Cameron Levert, and pop singer Kelly Rock. Lene left teaching to be the assistant for comedian actor Cat Williams. She went from his assistant to his tour manager and then executive producing films such as his stand-up comedy shows on HBO, Showtime, and Netflix. Currently, Lena is working on a new series called The Young Hustle, which follows young entrepreneurs during their journey in the entertainment business. The series will have an application similar to TikTok. I think we covered them all. Lucas, did you come in? No. Okay. All right, so those are our panelists, and I believe we have everyone that was supposed to be here except for Lucas. So before we get started with the showcase, I would like for each panelist, if you could just tell the talent which is about to perform any encouraging words. You can make it short since we have a lot of panelists, but anything you think that would help them give their best performance. And we'll start with Lee.
Oh, don't really have a lot to add except, do your thing. Think of it as being, think of it as being in your living room, I guess, or at home, entertaining friends and family, and just go for it. How's that?
Sounds good. Okay, Melody.
Hello, everybody. I just say be yourself. Know that this is a phenomenal opportunity to just really showcase your work in front of some amazing people who can help you get to the next level. So just do your best and relax and enjoy.
Sounds good. Okay, Paul, you up?
All right. So I would say I don't have any nice platitudes because there's people on this platform that can make or break a career. So I'm not going to say relax like, any of us are taking time out like everyone's time on here is important, and I expect people to still bring their A game.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's COVID-19. There are folks on this platform that can make or break you. Try not to relax too much, and don't impress me or anybody else on this platform, because it's a lot easier. See, before, Eunice, we couldn't leave. Now we can log off.
Okay, next is Kira.
I would just say that even though most of us are inspired by the people that come before us, we should always be building on top of what they've done to make our own thing and our own version. So even though you might like Beyonce, don't try to be Beyonce or sound like Beyonce. Try to build on top of what she's already done. Because Beyonce is just to build on top of Michael Jackson and Tina Turner. So.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, D. Baldwin.
Yes, ma'am. To all the acts with this particular conference, when you do your show, act like you're in front of a crowd of 10,000. So just go for it.
Okay, and Robert?
Yes, I would just say this is your talent. This is what you do. Just enjoy it and just do you.
Sounds good. And Anthony?
I would just say don't overthink things too much, because when you start to overthink, you start making mistakes, and then you notice those mistakes, and then they affect your whole act, and you'll start noticing you make mistakes, and then you'll think, oh, I messed up, instead of just keep going with the flow and just trying to keep going from that and try and improvise is what I'm trying to say.
Good advice. Good advice. And Lena?
Yes, I would agree with some of the other panelists, and also say that this is an opportunity that, even though we're in a pandemic and we are somewhat confined and quarantined, it is an opportunity to ride this new wave of an online presence, and to always perform like you are performing in front of thousands of people, because sometimes with anything online, we know it can be viewed again. So it could actually be thousands of people that would see this, and you always want to put your best foot forward. And if there are any technical difficulties or anything, just continue to do what it is you have to do, and just continue to shine. I know pretty much most of you, if you're an artist already, you've done this before, so it should be no big deal.
Sounds good. Now, like I said before, this is new to me, and I don't see the Zoom chat. Do you guys have the Zoom chat?
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Okay, gotcha. Because I wanted to open up now to the attendees. Anybody have any questions for the panelists? You can unmute and mute back out when you finish. Anyone? Nope. Okay. I normally have to ask things, talent, want to ask, but afraid to ask. So I'm going to ask a question for all the panelists. And that is, through your career thus far, can you name one decision that was hard for you that turned out to be great? Starting with Lee.
Oh, God. I'm still trying to wake up. What was the question? What have you made
through your career? I know you've made difficult decisions. Can you name one that was very hard for you to make that turned out to be the best thing you have ever done, as far as entertainment business?
Oh my God, I hate questions like that because I'm blank. I can't. I mean, obviously I have. I mean, because I'm still here. To be honest, you may have to get back to me. Maybe when I hear somebody else.
Okay.
But I immediately can't think of one example.
You probably had so many of them. All right, let's go to Melody. So. Melody?
I would say it was really just believing in myself, you know, because a lot of times as an artist, and me coming from the South, coming to California was a leap of faith. And a lot of times people don't have the faith in themselves to say, okay, I can do this, you know? And I think that's the thing for any artist is really believing in yourself. And then when you believe in yourself, the people who see you, especially like the panelists, us all that can take your career to another level, will see that you have the confidence in yourself. So to me, that was the biggest hurdle for me, was to just take that leap of faith, moving to California,
Yeah.
and saying, I can do this. And regardless of all the no's, knowing that I gave myself the yes to be the best that I can be. And I'm constantly growing. And I say that to any of the talent, to really just take that leap of faith like they're doing right now on this conference, and take that to the next level, regardless of the fear that may come about. Remove the fear and replace it with faith in yourself.
Sounds good. Okay, next, Paul. Any decisions turned out to be awesome, which was very
Yeah.
hard for you to do?
Yeah, I would say at the very beginning of my career, working for free. That was a very difficult decision to work for free in the entertainment industry. I was a corporate attorney doing some other stuff, and I grew up with Outcast, and they had opportunity for me, and it was just very hard at the beginning to work for free, So I understand how. Oh my God, I can't think of her name now. Comedian who's mad at Oprah because she wanted her to work for free.
From our hometown?
Yeah, from Baltimore. Yeah, Monique.
Yeah.
So I understand how Monique felt when Oprah says, hey, I need you to work for free, because that's how I got my first start in the entertainment industry. So to close this out, other people are behind me. The hardest decision for me that turned out to be a great decision was in the beginning, work with certain celebrities for free, show them what I could do, and then get paid.
Yeah, I went through that too.
I have a plethora of hard decisions. I feel like every decision is hard. I would say probably, if you know my whole line of career and the things I do, the next step doesn't make sense compared to the step before it. And that's why most decisions are hard. So it's usually just focusing on being a constant state of prayer for a clear path. And then when that clear path comes before you, a lot of times it doesn't make sense, and then just stepping out on faith from there. I find that usually when something seems the weirdest in terms of decisions or steps, it has the biggest payoff, but it also has the largest sacrifice. And anything worth doing is going to take a lot of sacrifice. Nothing is easy. When I first started out with Anthony and his acting, we're in Maryland, he's in school, and I used to pick him up from school early, let's say 11, to drive him up to New York for a 15-minute audition, and then drive back home so he can go to school the next morning. And we did that for about 4 or 5 years. And so it's, on the surface to people, it looked very glamorous, but it was a lot of hard work and sacrifice, not only for me as a parent, but for him as a child. He had to sacrifice some regular stuff that other kids was doing.
It's the same story as everybody else's. I ran away from home with an opportunity to be a roadie for an R&B band. So as a musician, I wanted to play, but the only way I can get in is just be on the road. So my job was just to stack equipment every night right before I went to college. But my mom said, when you get back, after she found me, when you get back, you're going to college. And then that piece right there of me diving into the behind the scenes of what it really looks like gave me my foot in to understand what my goals and what my achievements should really be. So really, I hate to say in a negative way, but the positive was leaving home so I can really get in what I need to know, because without that, I would have never learned that.
I think that one of the things I would think is just being able to trust in yourself. And sometimes you might see things a little different from other people, but have faith in your vision and your take on things. And a lot of times it exceeds what you're trying to get to.
The hardest decision for me is probably taking a step back and a break from all of it, like the acting and the filmmaking, to focus on school between my last year in middle school, so 8th grade, and now in high school, we're going into 10th or in the second quarter of 10th grade. I'm, just taking a break from everything, focusing on school so I can get through that without too much trouble and, pass with flying colors.
I would say probably one of the hardest decisions that I had to make was actually getting into the business. I was a school teacher prior to going into entertainment, and it was just really hard for me to like leave the kids. Like the job didn't pay much, and like they said, that's one of the jobs that goes without much reward. But it didn't really pay much, and I just had such a strong connection with the kids, and I was blessed to have my oldest son in my class. So I was like, I just kind of, it was something that was very personal for me. But at the end, Kat convinced me to quit teaching to come and work. So that was the good part. I've been very blessed to not have to work for free. But I think my hardest struggle has just been a Black woman in a male-dominated industry. That's been the hardest thing for me, I think. So, just kind of over the years, it's made me tougher, and I keep trying to leave the industry and I keep getting pulled back in. So I think it must be like my calling. But the biggest blessing now is to be able to work with kids now. So it's like I've come full circle back to working with kids. So even though I'm not a school teacher, I'm able to work with kids in music. And those are like my two biggest loves.
Yeah, I like that too, working with kids as well. I'm going to open it back up to our attendees. Any questions before I ask another? We got like 3 minutes left before we get started. I'm looking at your chat room. Go ahead.
Angela,
This is
from
Vivian.
Ricochet.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I just thank you for inviting me to be a part, and see a lot of familiar faces. I wanted to get information from the speaker that just spoke a few minutes ago. What was her name again? And if she could just I'm gonna check my chat. I just want to just get some information about her. Is she in? What's your name again?
Lena Jenkins Smith.
Okay. Hi, Lena. I don't know if she can see me. My name is Angela.
Hi.
Hi, I'm a founder of a group that's called Ricochet, and they're young men with various challenges, special needs. But we have been together, I guess, about 6 years now. But I feel your passion about being able to work with young people, and I wanted to get more information about you and how I can, follow you. And are you in the Baltimore area? I'm in the Baltimore area.
I'm actually in Florida, but I'm between Florida and Atlanta.
Okay. So I definitely would like to connect with you.
I'll put my number and my email in the group chat.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There was another question.
Yeah, this is Vivian, and I wanted to ask the panelists, how are you helping your artists to navigate these times, since the days of real, concerts, touring, doing gigs and playing shows really is not happening right now? So how are they monetizing their talents and expanding on their careers with all the limitations?
Good question.
I'll be happy to answer some of that. At the beginning, we didn't know what to do in early March, but one thing we knew for sure, that the entertainment business would never stop, and the radio's going to continue to play music. So what we did with particular artists was get back into the studio, get the writing sessions, get the music going, so we can be prepared what's going to be happening towards the future. And then for those who have music out now, let's kind of push the envelope, because this is going to be a year for their record label, since that everyone was home during the pandemic, that they're going to make a lot of money off of streaming services, film, short film, documentaries, and music are going to make a lot of money. So when this time period opens back up, and we hope soon, is that everyone's prepared to go back on the road during the touring time. So all we've done was encourage every recording artist and every writer to get back into writing sessions and get back into the studio and continue to record and make music?
It's very, very important for artists to take advantage of the social media platforms now more than ever, like the Instagram lives, TikTok. It's very, very important for visibility now when there technically is no visibility. And I think I agree with Dee Baldwin. It's definitely, streaming is everything right now. And it's so easy to record at home now. It's so easy to put things out that might not necessarily be a full production. And what we've done with some of our artists, they have a lot of live platforms that stream live concerts. That's been a big deal because it allows the artists to put themselves out there to be able to make money without they only pay like a small portion, like 5 or 10% to the actual platform. So it's something where they don't need an agent, they don't need a manager, they just need to get on there and promote their shows, and you can set up a stage in your living room. So, you can actually stream a live concert. You can have whoever you want on it. They can split the money, but at least 90% of those proceeds come to you. So I think that's a good opportunity to take advantage of now, as well as, like I said, to continue to build social media, build your followers, because that's all everybody's doing right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say this?
Mm-hmm.
Back what she was saying, Lena, that is so real for social media, because like my son, he's an artist, and I tell him, this is a time that when you do write that new music and you actually starting to put it on your social media, you get feedback that you normally wouldn't get back. So you can be prepared when it's time to go out there and do a concert or something like that. So if you don't take advantage of the social media and the fact that you're able to, because we're in the middle of a pandemic, you're able to connect with people that you normally wouldn't be able to connect with.
Mm.
And I mean, that to me is a phenomenal opportunity, because you can put your music on social media as you're building your following, and then ask for feedback from the people who are following you and say, hey, can you share this on your page? Can you share this on your page? Or reach out to people like us, say, hey, can you interview me on your, on your platform, just so I can get more and more recognition. So I just so much agree with what she said about the social media, because it's so big. Like, this is probably one of the biggest opportunities any artist can have to really reach out to people that they would normally even know because they wasn't on social media like they are right now.
In this time, and to take advantage of this time, your social media presence is utmost. But the thing is that you have to be willing to say yes to something that might look foreign to you or you're not familiar with. Be uncomfortable, but say yes anyway. You never know how that's going to turn out. You never know what's going to do the most for you.
Here we go. So I want to introduce the first recording artist. She goes by the name of Golden Doll. She is a rap artist and songwriter as well. She's up and coming, and they're already saying she's the next to go. So I want you guys to put your hands together as much as we can for the artist Golden Doll.
Hey, welcome to my candy shop. You like that? Sweet. Stop, you ask me. Look. My, oh my, open the curtain. See like how I do him after I eat that bird. And I know for certain he ain't out here learning. Now it's a bad bitch. And I leave it in his cup. He eat me now and later on the bed to table. He can't keep me safe, cause my body's a nigga. Might have a slice of cake, but it jiggle like jello. I stuff my face in his pillow and whip my hair like a willow. Come on, I got that box, so I make my panties drop. Yeah, that thing is so delicious. If he hit the sweet spot, lick him like licorice, that curve candy can. Open my candy shop, slurp up my ice cream. He got a sweet tooth, make him get loose, bite down. Cherry filled pie, got the cream up on my crown. Cause I'm sweet and I'm sour, but he love me all around. He gon' give me brain with a sucker in his mouth. I'm like, oh Lord, this thing is petite and you packing with a lord. For that super size, he ain't gummy when he hard. Show me how many licks it's gonna take to get me on. I said I got that wop, so I make my panties drop. Yeah, that D is so delicious, think he hit the sweet spot. Lick him like licorice, that curve candy cane. Open my candy shop, slip up my ice cream. He said I got that rock, so I make my panties drop. Yeah, that keep it so delicious. Pick him like a goose, that curve candy. Open my candy shop, slip up my ice cream. What you liking? I'm so inviting. Know you craving for more, not exciting. Won't do no fighting, just lick off the icing. Give it to me raw, cause the rapping just for show. And I wanna feel it all, that it's shopping big and tall. What you gonna do when the dance floor is soft? You know I don't stop it all, sugar rush is what it's called. Take another look, get another girl involved. That's just how I like it. That's just how I like it. That's just how I like it. And that's just how I like it. Big balls and sweet toys, my sweet boys are. And that's just how I like it. And that's just how I like it. And that's just how I like it. Big balls and sweet toys, my sweet boys are. I got that rock, so I make my panties drop. Yeah, that beat is so delicious. Pick him like a goose, that curve candy. Open my candy shop, slip up my ice cream. You was holding me down and I had the happiest smile. I told you it's a stay, cause I was never gonna break through the ups and downs. I was riding for miles. I even carried a child, a light right hand on the Bible. I had to see you do that for a chick that was wet. Yet I still took you back, cause all the tears had me wrecked. I always thought it was love that had your running back. All along I was scared and when the signs I didn't track. Now my heart hella froze, left my body real cold. In this life all alone, how could you do me this wrong? I couldn't do you the same. Your mama should be ashamed. She raised a for a child. Got you out running game, but I don't. My body banging and it's just for the view of me walking next to you, but I got better things to do without you, and I'm not waiting for the cue when you tell me what to do. So let me try that with another. Oh no, say that in another pitch. You got me tripping, could be getting rich, but instead you say that you was always gonna switch. They gonna play, guess I got it. Yeah, I don't wanna play the games with you. Yeah, it's hard to cut the ties when I don't really know the lies. In all our history, I thought you were the one for me. In all my misery, I thought you would be good to me. I still don't want it. I got 99 colors for the chain one. Getting rich ain't one. Hold up, shiny gun. Come to body everybody, cause I'm holding the gun. Set it up when I come. I go stupid. That's why you're choosing. You didn't call me stupid, cause I got you just moving. I'm talking all this, cause I can back it up. Yeah, I don't give a I just run my money up. I'm like, how low can you go? How low can you go? Drop me, touch the flow. Bring it up, my toes. Talk my shit, but I ain't never flow. Talk my shit, I'll let it go. I drop from crazy, I already know. I shut it down, I'm back in this wall. I'm walking and walk. Talking that talk. Spread them lanes, got my change. I'm gonna do like I'm playing this song. Talk my shit, on me. I just pick it on me. You better take it, show me. I go so I keep always I just have make it. No, I can't do no faking. I think you got me mistaken for a twin, no paper. Pressure I am applying, that's how I'm copping these diamonds. And the rest of you trying to keep up with my grinding. I'm not pull up in your city, what I do, come on. When I pull up in your city, what I do, come on. When I roll up on the, what I do, come on. When I land on your, what I do, come on. When I pull up in your city, what I do, come on. When I pull up in your city, what I do, come on. When I roll up on the, what I do, come on. When I land on your, so what I do, come on, bitch. Nah, I ain't done yet. Not talking about on stop. You really gonna shut me up though. Look, just listen. Y'all might be 50 shades so great, but I need 50 ways to get paid. I need a bust down and keep, and then more about me. Yeah, I need bust down my pay. Need a speed hitting you steps. I need a drop top driving, and a girl that's all in my lap. I'm a real boss. And you can't tell me that I do real dark. Just watch.
That was the artist Golden Doll. And
Great
then,
job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Coming up next, right behind Golden Doll, is an artist, singer, songwriter, guitar, piano, producer, engineer. He's phenomenal. He's been seen by the record labels already. They're saying he's next to go. I want to introduce you guys to the artist and the singer, Eli.
You know I got time for you. Lately, I've been talking to myself tonight. Oh, yeah, for me. Put on your shirt for me. Give your love for me. Bottle it up for me. Take a shot at this innocent. I got demons there. Love you don't know what I can bear, but you tonight. Oh, good enough, good, good enough, good. I can't live enough, good. Don't be good enough, good. Don't be good enough, good enough, good. I can't live enough, good. Don't be good enough, you like to me, so make you never. You don't see things you will never know. You make me, baby, we could try to go in my way, my way. Nothing never play with. Tell me how you wanna go with that. Just too bad you better go with that. You know, watch me take control. Nobody has me brought it out. You're looking at me, baby, I'm going down. Every need you, you always know you're okay. Dangerous, but you're sexy. Oh, you play around with me. Oh, you playing again, girl, you do. Took the time to love you.
I think y'all know this one. I'm a 90s baby, so.
Take my money, yeah. My house and my car. For one year, you can have it all, baby. Cause making love is how we do. Girl, it's very special love. Cause I'm an addict of you. And you know that I can't leave you alone. Yeah, you got me feeling got me going crazy. It's gonna be the perfect day for us. Since you know what I want, baby, bring it on. Won't you please me, baby? Give me the green light. Baby, I'm stingy, I'ma want some more. And I'll get my fingers crossed that we won't get what we want. I'ma try my luck, and when you give it up, it's on me. If you can hold on, what it is, yo, oh, what's up? Can I play a just keep it serving? Crack you up like you ain't been. Show us all how to really keep it up. If you don't know, and I'll call, and I'll call it if I ain't in the mall. Take it home so we can do it all. While I be tearing down your see you put it. Let me see you put it. Gotta be looking to let me see you put it. You got the money, then you gotta put it. You wanna do something, you gotta put it. See you put it. Tricks up and down, just like double dutch. I say left and right side, I want you to double up. Never big enough for your business, and we can run it up. Handstand, grand slam, and them double D cups. Stand it up, let me smack on that big old butt. Try to do your dance, it's your jam. Gotta give you love, girl, you the best of the body. Don't pay no runner-up. Know what you want, if you want, maybe you can show me some love and don't stop now.
Joan, that was
Unbelievable.
live. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Great, great artist.
Those guys have some serious energy. So we're gonna slow it down on the jazz vibe. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm gonna have some fun and do what I do. I'm gonna tell you a story like this. Come reminisce with me and think about the bird. Remember everything he did and all the things you heard. Don't it just amaze you, get you down the side. Think of how he had to live and then the way he died. Life was so unkind, cause now should have been his time. Show be body la di ba do day double show bo swab. Now there is a tune that it moved me, and there is a tune that it groove me. Oh yes sirree, when I heard the bird. Now he was certainly making history down on 52nd Street. The musicians scratching their heads and going on. You should have dug him, cause it was around time when band was really swinging. Oh yes, I'm sure the feet were really steadily patting away when he'd start to play. Charlie Parker, a whole lot of soul. Charlie Parker, he was living when the band would stand right up and play them. And the show was a pity because he lived in the city and never made lots of dough. Before he came, it was time to go. But he left a lot of swing in the air. Won't you listen? Play it, Charlie boy. Go ahead and fill the people's hearts with joy. We love to listen. Yes, we love to listen to you, Charlie D.B.Do. Although we know you're gone, all the memories that you left behind shall linger on. So go ahead and blow your blues away. We've listened to everything you've ever played. The ballads were your specialty, but on the blues you got so close to me. Hey, you were born to be a master of the horn. I never thought he'd be so awfully close to me until I up and heard the message and it let me free. It made me want to linger, want to stick around for a better understanding of the different kind of sound. Back in '42, Bird came to New York and blew. So reminisce with me. Think about the bird. Remember everything he did and all the things you heard. Don't it just me? So get you downside. Think about we had to live, and then the way he died. Life was so unkind. Cause now should have been his time. Now was the time.
Wow. Oh my gosh, here we are. We're doing it. Okay. Hi, my name is Cole. I hope you guys can hear me good. I live in LA and I am a pop R&B singer, songwriter. And I did release a song this year. It's called Pink. But I will not be performing it today because it is a pop house, like EDM kind of song. That's really the kind of music that I make. And I didn't really have the setup and the capability to, I feel, do it justice. So it's out there though, if you want to listen to it. It's really good. I put a lot of love, a lot of time into it. I was able to really dive into my songwriting with the way that this year panned out. So it's out there if you want to listen to it. I would really appreciate it. But today I'm just gonna go back to basics a little bit, and I'm gonna sing one of my favorite songs. This is Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her. You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change.
Yes.
If I had it my way,
Chew a piece.
you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. It's the sunrise in those brown eyes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're my Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the one on my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, if you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Oh. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. It's I was so excited to share this space with you guys today, and thank you
Great
so
job,
much
Paul.
for all the wonderful advice. Thank you, Eunice.
You got it. I'm so glad to have you back. You are
Of
such a
course.
star.
Is Cole from last year?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. He was
Yep.
good then, and he's good now. He's got the look, he's got the sound.
Hi, Melody.
You know, you did phenomenal last year. You did amazing this year. I actually see even more growth and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have grown. So I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I know you gave me some great advice last year, and like, thank you so much. Like, it's so good to see you, and like, I really took your advice to heart, and like, yeah, I mean, this year I think we all grew a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'm looking to see you excel even more, like to excel even more because the confidence is there, the tune is there, and you know you got the look, you know. So I just say congratulations on everything that you have and just keep moving forward. Like it's a done deal for you. So
wow, thank you so much, Melody.
Wonderful job, Cole. That was excellent.
Thank you.
Like Lee said, you have the voice, you have the look. The only thing left, man, is the contracts and to introduce you to Scooter Braun.
Where they at? Where they at though?
Yeah, we got a link. I gotta we gotta get together on something.
Oh, hit me up, dude. I'm free.
I think you're ready. I think you're ready. I think you're very talented, and I like to help and pitch in wherever I can.
Wow, that means a lot. Thank you so much, Paul.
I thought it was very good. I tried to view you not as like when we do this live. I tried to look at your performance like a TikTok video a little bit, so it was like a fair comparison. And so it was right because the first thing I thought was like, I wonder if he has a TikTok or.
I definitely do have TikTok.
Yeah, I could see it. I can definitely.
Yep.
What's your TikTok?
My TikTok, for anyone who wants to check it out, is cole.diamond. I put a lot of time and a lot of hard work this year with the free time we have because, you know, everything is different. I put a lot of time into growing it. And so this year I started with under 200 followers and now I have 50,000. So like, I really, you know, like it's been a grind, but I'm very thankful for the people I have met and the followers, like, and the love, like it's really incredible. So it's cole.diamond for anyone who wants to check it out. I welcome you to do so. You know, it's TikTok, so it's a little goofy and like whatever, but you know, like I put music up on there and stuff like that. So do a little bit of everything.
Okay. All right. So I'll check it out because I don't get lost in the TikTok stuff of doing what everybody else is doing because I definitely see an opportunity there for you to be doing something different. And doing the acapella, the first person I thought of was 21 Pilots for House of Gold. Have you ever seen that one? That song?
No, I don't think so.
Look that up.
Okay.
21 Pilots, House of Gold. It gave me that feeling. So just keep going, and I think you did a great job, and I liked your voice. It was wonderful.
Thank you so much, Carrie.
And Anthony, since you're there with your mom, what about you? What do you think?
It was really good. It was really comforting, and it gave off a really homey vibe. Like I felt like I could really relax, and I really like it was like a stress reliever almost.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you.
The days of the acoustic player, and the singer has been lost almost because of the digital age. That was a phenomenal performance. Daniel Caesar is a hard act to follow. He's the truth, and that's a very popular song with him or her. So good job on the performance. I would love to see more.
Thank you.
Nice.
I think that that was a great performance. You showed a lot of good things in there. I think you're on your way. You know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
And Lena?
Yes, I wanted to say I loved it as well. You got this Adam Lambert look going on. Adam Lambert is one of my favorite artists, but you have like a different sound. I hate to compare artists, but in my head, I was thinking of like Daily and, you know, those artists. And I really feel like you can be up there with those artists. I love not only the look, the sound. I'm a big fan of anything acoustic, any rendition of any song like that. I like that. And I think I have to agree, you know, with Kara about as far as don't get, I see that, you know, the whole TikTok feel, but don't get lost in that. I agree
For
that
sure.
like you're so much, you know, as an artist, like I love this intimate vibe, but I just can't wait. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see, I'm new, so I didn't get to see you last year, but it's like, I'm looking at you and I'm like, I just want to see him on a big stage, just like all across the stage.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you did a great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right. Congratulations, Cole Diamond. All
Thank
right.
you, you guys.
Hi, my name is Tiara Williams, and I'm an and I'm from Washington, D.C. And today I'll be dancing a piece from Black is King by Beyonce. Thank you.
Awesome. You're beautiful. Yes.
Great job. It was so amazing. And I love all the splits because I've never been. It was a great job, great choice of music. Couldn't really hear the music, but I knew the song. So it kind of like, you know, I knew what you was dancing to. So I enjoyed your performance. And congratulations as well.
visually, you could see that she's going places. She's only 10, and she's already starting to master her craft of dancing. So uh, I, it can only get better, which is kind of a scary thought from a positive point of view. She's on her way. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, so she's 10?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I thought she was like 14, 15. Go ahead, girl. She grown. Very nice. Very good energy. I think a lot of times when we're looking at the younger dancers, they have a tendency to do two things that I comment on as recommendations to improve. The one thing is to keep the energy consistent throughout the performance. Sometimes they start strong and then kind of tune out a little bit, or they start kind of softer because they're afraid, and then they get better at the end, but you were consistent throughout. And then the other thing to give you props on, the second thing I usually comment on, is to make your face a part of your performance. So when you're dancing, I should be able to kind of, like, the monotone face doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes you got to do more with it. And so you definitely was incorporating that. I appreciate that. And like Lee said, it's really just going to get better from there. Keep working on it, keep practicing.
Okay, Anthony?
I thought it was really good, and the movement was really fluent. So being someone who doesn't know anything about dancing, looking from the outside in, you can do something. I'll be like, oh, that doesn't look too hard. And then I'll try and do it and fail completely, or it'll be really choppy. So to look from the outside and see it move fluently, I think it looks really nice.
And where's she located? She's in Los Angeles or?
DC, Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I have to think about you for the Mary Tree thing coming up. Anyway, that's something we could talk about later on. All right, thanks.
Awesome. Okay, D. Baldwin.
To be 10 years old and have the courage to do this, I give her props on that, because I didn't have it. So that's number one. The second thing is continue to stay. If you're taking lessons, Tiara, continue to take lessons, because you're only going to improve. So look at you at the age of 10 now. Wait till you turn 14, 15. You're going to be phenomenal.
True. Okay, Robert, what do you think?
I think it's great. I mean, to have the courage to get up and to perform like that throughout the whole song that I didn't really hear, but her expressions was there. I could really see her movements, and for 10 years old to be able to pick up some of those are great. So your future is shining bright.
All right. And last, Lena.
Yes, I agree with the other panelists. I think that her passion for the arts is amazing. I love dance and movement, and I agree with Melody. Like, we could barely hear the music, but we knew the motions were right. Like, we knew she was on beat and everything. We didn't have to hear it at all to see. So, I think that was for her to be that age. It was very, very good. And as Dee Baldwin said, like, you only improve from here. Continue to take lessons. Continue to watch your favorite dancers, and it's just amazing. Like, I can see you going to the Alvin Ailey dancer. They do dance. It's amazing. So I can see you only growing from here. You did a great job.
Can you guys still hear me though, if I introduce myself?
Yeah.
Well, hi guys, I'm Tori K. I'm really excited to be here today. I'll be performing two different songs. I'll be performing In My Blood by Shawn Mendes, so a cover, and then also an original song called Own It, which is it came out this year and it's out on all music platforms. Yeah, let's get started. Help me. It's like my walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Laying on the bathroom floor, feeling nothing. I'm overwhelmed and insecure. Give me something I can take to ease my slowly. Just have a drink, you'll feel better. Just take on home, you'll It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. But when I send it strong enough, so help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. Whoa. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It's in my blood. Alright, and then my next song is going to be Own It, which is written by me out on all music platforms. This one's way more upbeat, so have fun with me. I'm not gonna see through a crowd. You got so much, gotta prove it now. You used to win it, living your dreams out loud. You can talk that talk, I see you really down. Some work I'm playing, I'm going slow. No need to ask you all you know. Wanna make it easy to go off the back, fast and slow. Don't talk too much, you don't do. Go on till I'll be on you. Just stop your growing on too. Don't stop doing what you love to. Own it, own it, yeah, own it, own it, yeah. Watch you own it, own it, own it, own it, yeah, own it, own it, yeah. Watch you own it, own it. Hey! You'll never know if you don't try. To the freaky I've ever in my life. It's just something getting feelings stuck inside. Let the world be stage, adore me one night. See, I wanna complain, I'm going slow. Don't need to ask you all, no. Don't make it easy. It goes up, right, fast and slow. Don't talk too much, you don't do. Go on till I'll be on you. Just stop your program too. Don't stop doing what you love to. Own it, yeah, own it, yeah. Own it, own it, own it, own it, yeah, own it, yeah. Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Very good. Very awesome. Very cool. I was waiting a long time for that. All right, we're going to start at the end of the line this time with Lena. What do you think?
Okay. I definitely, I think, I want to say probably like a lot of other people on the panel, like I am a very big fan of alternative music, pop. Like I like a lot of different genres. I listen to country, I listen to everything. So I am, I was impressed with your ability. Anytime people play and sing at the same time, that always that always touches me. And I must say, I like your background as well. I think you took the extra time to make sure that your setup was right for us, and it's probably set up like that all the time. But we appreciate that. And yeah, you sound good. You got your stage look on. So I know if you were standing all the way up, we'd have got the full show. I love it.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Kieran Anthony.
I'll go first. First you're sitting in front of the piano, and I go, okay, let's see if she can play piano like Lena, right? Then you start singing, and I'm like, okay, all right, you hit note though. And then with the Shawn Mendes, you hit the note, and I slid my slipper off, and that is a compliment in Black culture because the next thing was throw it across the room. So you did fantastic. Like I wish I could have heard some more, like the song that you wrote. I was over here rocking, and I was trying to hear like your hook, so I can go look it up later. Was it On and Off again?
Own it.
What's the
Own
name
it.
of the?
It's called
What?
Own It.
Say it one more time.
It's called Own It. So own it.
Oh, own it. Own it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go look that up so I can, hear it clearly and all that stuff, because I was just over here rocking with you. But I would love to hear you with another another slow song, because you sound like you have some fantastic vocals, and you could probably hit that Tori Kelly stuff.
Thank you.
That she does. Yeah. So very, very well done. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Anthony?
I thought it was really good. I feel like it would be a lot better to hear it in person. Obviously over Zoom isn't the optimal decision, but when you hear it in person, everything is a lot better, and you get the whole performance, and you get to see it all. And you don't have the audio cutouts on certain notes here and there. You get to hear it all together, and I feel like that would be really good. And like your vocals were really nice. You hit the notes when you needed to, and you were able to keep them going the whole time. Not cutting off to take an extra breath or anything like that. It was really good.
Thank you.
All right, Robert, what do you think?
I think her biggest presentation to me was the emotions that you showed and the personality that you showed in your music. It looked like you really enjoyed what you were doing, and that's infectious. Keep that up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, let's see who's next. D. Baldwin.
Once again, in the era where we don't have the musician and the singer all together, I thought it was a good performance. I like the power. When we told her to turn her up at the beginning, I was like, I got a feeling she's gonna give us some power later on in the hit. So we can tell there's some power in there. I would like to see more music from you as well too.
Job. I honestly, your first song, I liked it the most because I really felt you. Like I felt like that was you saying, I'm not going to quit no matter what, like it's not even a part of me. So I felt that. And to me as an artist, the people listening want to feel you, and I felt you, like no matter what the industry throw at me, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep, and I really felt that in you. And I wanted to say to you, no matter what, girl, you got it. And you keep going, no matter what, you keep going. And I've seen your on Instagram. So I know what you can do, girl. Okay. So I know what you can do when you have it. And I've seen you dance, and I've seen you with so much personality. So just continue to have that confidence that you have, and just continue to grow on that. And I'm telling you, there is no limit with you. I promise.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, last one, Lee.
Yeah, I'm. What can I say? I'm babbling because basically, I agree with Melanie that there was the emotion on that first song. I really, really felt it. And I'm to be honest about it, I'm not familiar with either song. Today was my first time hearing either song, but that first song really grabbed me, and I love the emotion, and I also love the way you physically attacked the or your performance style, the way you kind of like just get into it, and it's like you're totally focused. I mean, your passion was front and center. So I was impressed by that. And I also want to know now, are you really an amateur, quote unquote, or are you what's the deal here?
Am I like a professional? Like, what is the question? Sorry, can you repeat it?
Well, are you really an amateur or a pro? I mean, you come off like a pro.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I have music out. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. That's where I am right now, working on a project. So I'm actually in my vocal coach's dance studio. That's where I am. So I was laughing when someone was complimenting my setup. But I do live in Los Angeles, and yeah, I just do my best. So I don't know, whatever you consider it. But thank you for the compliment.
I can't even. Let me see. Can you all see me?
Yes.
Hi.
Love you, Afro. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Janae B. It's actually Janae B. Taylor now. I just recently got married to this handsome fella behind me right here.
Congrats!
Thank you. So we actually prepared a cover for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. I look in your eyes and I can see we love so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. If you tell me you're gonna play it smart with you before it starts, and I believe that we've only just begun. When it's this good, there's no saying no, no, no. I want you so I'm ready to go through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever comes what may. For a chance to love you, I take it all the way, right down to the wire, even through the fire. I know you're afraid of what you feel. You still need time to heal. I can help if you only let me try. You touch me and there's something in me new. When I can have you, now I got to really kiss and breathe goodbye. When it's this sweet, there's no saying no. I need you so I'm ready to go through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I better risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever come what may. For a chance to love you, I take it all the way, right down to the wire, even through the fire. Hey. Through the test of time, the limit to the world. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever come what may. For the chance to love you, I take it all away. Right down to the wire. In the
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My favorite song, girl. Very cool, very cool. Now let's get with the panelists. We're going to start with D Baldwin this time.
All right, Shaka Khan is my favorite singer of all time.
What?
And
Yes.
if it's not that song and Sweet Valentine, you got me. So she is phenomenal. And for you to sing a song of that magnitude and to almost replicate something of that nature shows me that you have the skill. I am an R&B dude from the top to the bottom. So I love that music. I want you to continue to grow. I hope you have more music out there.
Yeah.
Say no more.
All right, Robert, what about you?
Oh, I just think she slayed it. That's it. She slayed it. You know, I enjoyed it.
All right, Kieran Anthony.
Well, in true Kira fashion, I was real hard on you at the beginning. I was you got me with the afro because I love the natural hair and it's beautifully moisturized and ready to go. I see it. I just want you to know that I noticed you.
Thank you.
Okay. When we were sitting over here, we was off the screen and I said to Anthony, I said, hold on, we gotta see if she hit the note. We gotta see if she hit the note. And then you hit the first one and the slipper came off a little bit. And I said, but wait, you gotta see if she hit the bad note. She gotta hit the good one. You gotta hit and you hit the note and it hit the Victoria across the room. So you sent the slipper on the trip. Me, you did a fantastic job.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Blessings, blessings.
Anthony, what about you?
I don't know how to add on to that. It was really good. It was really good.
Wow. Blessings.
All right. Lena?
Yeah, I would say I was at first. The look got me. It was giving me the Angie Stone, Jennifer Hudson vibe.
I get that a lot. Yeah,
Angie Stone song, and you got me. You did, Shaka, and I loved it. And I was critical too. I'm like Kira. I was like, okay, let's see if she hit that note. But you did, and I loved it, and I loved the build. Like it just, we were all anticipating that, and I think you knew that when you picked that song that we were gonna be waiting. And kudos to your husband. Something must be going on good with the newlywed night. Getting it going. He sounded very, very good on the keys. And I would say the only one piece of advice, which is not really advice, because I'm sure you really have it. Like I would after that, like I would have given us a little snippet of an original song, because like you have the vocals, and I would love to hear something that you've done that is your own song. And,
wow.
And that you wrote. Very good.
All right. Let's go with Paul. Are you on?
Yes, I'm here. That was awesome, and I love the look. Really fit the song. Very, very good job. You too, sir. You too, sir. We gotta give him kudos.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on, baby.
Okay. Melody, how about you?
I love your look. I love the outfit, girl. Okay.
Thank you.
And you did a great, phenomenal job. One thing I will say is I wanted to hear a little bit more of you, even though I know the music behind was good, but it kind of drowned it out just a little bit. So I want to really, really hear your vocals because, and as Lena said, I just believe you have it in you to have your own original writing, and you have to just really believe in that. So that's what I would say, because your vocals are so phenomenal that you have your own original style. Like I see you as your own original style. You might take off from this one, but just seeing how you dress, I'm like, okay, this girl got her own thing going on.
Yeah.
And powerful. So I appreciate you, husband. Okay. I wanted to really just hear you just blow us away, and you have that. Okay. So I just want you to continue to grow, girl, because you got it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Okay. Tiara Jabri, are you ready? Still on?
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Taria J. Bree. I am a singer-songwriter from Waterloo, Iowa. And today I'm going to be performing for you a song that I arranged myself. Hope you enjoy. Oh, yeah, yeah. There are some things I may not know. There are some places I may not go. But one thing you can rest assured, my God is real, real in my soul. God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. The Lord is real, my God is real. Oh yeah, for I can feel Him in my soul. The Lord is real. You may not know just how it felt when Jesus washed all my sins away. But since that day, since that very hour, my God is real, and I can feel His power. God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. The Lord is real, my God is real. Oh yeah, for I can feel, yeah, Him in my soul. My God is real. Oh, He's so real, real to me. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, my God, my God. My God is real, for I can feel it in my soul. The Lord is so real. My God is real. My God is real. Yeah, my God is real. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. My God is real. My God is real. My God is real. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Real. Real. Oh, yes, He's real. Oh, yes, He is. He's so real. 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 And my God is real. My God is real. Yeah. My God is real. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, my God, real to me. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. He's real. Yes, He is. Yes, He is.
yes he is, yes he is. Real, real. Oh, yes he is. Oh, yes he is.
Thank you.
All right. Great job. Yes, he is real. I keep telling people, they don't believe me. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to the panelists. We're going to start with Lee this time. What do you think, Lee?
I think she has a great voice, but I didn't find the song, it didn't really go anywhere. It seemed to take on a monotone thing, and it just didn't really go anywhere is the bottom line. And I also heard, I don't know if it was the background, but there was a distraction that took away from it also. So like I say, I don't know if that was on purpose, the background, or some kind of technical something, I'm not sure. But beyond that, like I said, she has a great soulful voice, but that song to me just didn't go anywhere, unfortunately.
Okay. He want to see you expand a little bit vocally, but
thank you.
good vocals though. Okay, next is Melody.
I would say, to be honest, I feel like maybe when you had the technical difficulties, it probably frustrated you a little bit. And I can tell that in your voice because it felt a little like nervousness. And so it did sound kind of like monotone, like in one same tone. And then the background noise, I don't know if someone was preaching in the background or whatever it was, it distracted from your voice. So you have a phenomenal voice, but I wanted to hear range, like you going from, taking us on that, I would say, because I'm a gospel, I love gospel music. Like I listen to that pretty much, that's what I listen to majority of the time. And so it takes you to a place, and that's the place I wanted to hear from you. If he's real to you, I want to feel that he was real to you, to make me feel like he's real to you, so that it can take us on that journey. Like this happened, now I'm here. And that's what I lack from hearing from you. So the song was good. It was all the other stuff took away from your original writing. So I wanted to feel why you wrote that song, why you sung that song, why was he real to you? What did he do for you to make it real to you? So I would just say that. But other than that, just keep growing, keep going, and no matter what, continue to just go. And I promise you, you're gonna get to where you're trying to go.
Yes, she's basically saying expand on the content. Lee's saying expand on the vocals. Okay, Kieran Anthony.
I was actually going to say the same thing that Melody said, and we might be judging harshly for a gospel song because we're so used to, the Baptist AME experience of gospel music, where we want to be moved, like we want it to pick us up by the back of the neck and you know what I mean? And so that's kind of the expectation. So I was just going to say the same thing that Melody had said.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and usually like gospel songs, they're used to tell a story and, give a message. And I hear the message that you want your song to give, but I'm not like, I want to see how you got how the message touched you, how it reached you, and, really express how you wanted to teach everyone else instead of just giving us the message straight up. I wanted more of like expressing how you want the message to touch us and how the message has touched you.
Basically, he's saying the same as Melody, expand on the content, make it more personal. All right, Paul, what you think?
Well, and boom, here I am. Now, I know you have some pain, all right? Everybody has some pain. I want you to get in touch with that pain. Heck, it's 2020, COVID-19, so I know you may have had some recent pain. And sing the song from that standpoint. That's all I have to say.
All right. D. Baldwin?
I was going to back Paul up, definitely back Paul up, like with a song like that, we want to feel it. So the vocals are there, no question about it, but we didn't feel the emotion of the songwriting. So as we get into in the future, just go hard on it. Like I said before, let us feel the emotion of what you're writing about.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. And Robert, what do you think?
I just want to say one thing to you. As long as you are performing, there's going to be times when you run into difficulties, but sometimes you have to seize the moment and just jump in there. Like I think you spent time on trying to get your sound here and there, but I heard you when your sound cut off at the end, and I finally heard your vocals, and all you had to do was just jump in with just you, and I guarantee you'd have had a more powerful performance. So sometimes take what the moment gives you and don't worry about it and just go with it.
Okay, and last, Lena?
Yes, I agree initially with Lee in that I'm a big fan of hearing, like, things that take place in the background. If they're a little distracting, it tends to redirect the message of the song. And I think that when you perform live, you should perform to a live track. So meaning there's no, lead vocals on it, especially if you're doing something gospel, like what everybody's saying. The experience that we're used to hearing from gospel is very, very powerful, very strong. And even if a person were to not have that particular range, it's still, and if you were going to perform with lead vocals, like, then you play back and forth with those vocals. And that's just from a technical standpoint, as far to the listener. I think it was like with your writing, I would have liked to see that a little more, as to give us that story, give us that pain. Because I'm like everyone else, like when we actually heard some of the vocals, aside from what was going on in the background, it was like, oh, she could have really went there with that. And I think you might have even done better being able to perform that song a cappella. I think, we saw the intent and where it was going. I like that, you were in the church but it was like, you took us to church, so we wanted you to take us to church, so that would be the only thing that I would say. And continue writing, because, once you get in touch with whatever that is, that's in your heart, it's going to come out in your music regardless. And like you said, take a moment and seize it. But, I appreciate the courage and, and what you did with the song.
Yes. Lots of potential. And I see you only growing from here. So that was the end of the competition. The panelists are going to get together and submit their choices for best vocals, best dance, and best songwriting. And while they do that, I am going to just acknowledge those who made this event possible. And that will be our panelists, Dr. Lee Bailey at eurweb.com, TV host model Melody Trice at The Melody Trice Show, Consul Paul Gardner, D. Baldwin at Underground Hits Production, Dr. Kiera Mosley Hobbs at imaginationlunchbox.com, Anthony Michael Hobbs at anthony-michael.com, Robert Watson at 1227 Productions, and Lena Jenkins Smith at Young Millennium Records. I also want to thank those who sponsored the gifts for the winners, for each winner, which is valued over $15,000, which include business consult from Paul Gardner from the Gardner Law Group, vocal acting coaching from fine arts specialist Nadia Kareem in New Jersey from Superstar Entertainment, appearance on the TV talk show of Melody Trice, The Melody Trice Show, public relations or business strategy with consult from me, a PR management specialist at Freelance Associates. Music business legal package from attorney Richard Jefferson in Hollywood at lawyersrock.com. And free studio time and a music track from music producer VIP from the Virgin Islands via his company, Dust Dim AFF Productions. Also, I want to remind people of our success stories. There was Los Angeles competitor Miguel. One of our panelists, Jimmy Maynez, I believe, he was the VP of Jive Records. Soon as Miguel performed, he signed him to a record deal. Of course, we know Miguel is a Grammy award-winning songwriter and producer. Also, Roshan Fagan. He was a competitor in Los Angeles as well. His manager, Dad, was at the conference with him, and he said some tips he received from the panelists helped him take his son to the next level, which was basically his son was a, quote, entertainer. He did it all. And I suggested that he get a talent agent and try to get into TV, which he did, and they landed a role on Disney. And then later on, he became a star on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. Also, the Featherstone Brothers competed in Baltimore. Their song was heard by Cisco of Drew Hill, who was there to support Jazz of Drew Hill, who was our panelist. Cisco liked the song and put it on Drew Hill's third album. The song is entitled Let Me Be Your Boyfriend. I think that's the name of it. And then Natari Naughton, I believe that's her last name. She was a competitor in Baltimore. Her mom manager called me at one point and said that she was scouted at Uplifting Minds by Broadway. She did a Broadway run, and then she was selected to join the group 3LW. And then from 3LW, she got a starring role on the Stars Network drama Power. And then I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to check to see if the panelists have decided. Give me a